In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create a 3D logo with a spline mask in Cinema 4D. We'll walk through importing a vector logo, combining or cutting shapes with a spline mask, giving it depth with an extrude object, and then finishing with materials, lighting, and a clean render. Start by importing your logo as a vector file. Go to File and bring in an AI, EPS, or SVG that's been prepared with outlines and expanded strokes. In the import options, make sure it comes in as splines and check that the paths are closed. If the logo looks tiny or huge, don't worry. You can scale it after import. With the splines selected, set intermediate points to uniform or adaptive so curves look smooth without adding too much geometry. Next, create a spline mask generator. This tool lets you combine or cut shapes non-destructively. Drag the main logo spline and any inner shapes into the spline mask as children. If you want to merge parts, set the mode to union. If you need holes, counters, or cutouts, use subtract so the top spline cuts into the one beneath it. The order of splines matters here, so if the result looks inverted, swap their positions or toggle the mode. For logos with multiple pieces, place related splines under the same spline mask and check that each letter or mark looks correct before moving on. Now add an extrude object and make the spline mask a child of it. Increase the movement value to set the thickness of the logo. Enable caps and add a small fillet on the front and back to soften edges. Just a subtle bevel to catch light nicely. Keep subdivisions reasonable to avoid heavy geometry. And if the shading looks odd, adjust the Phong angle or enable regular grid caps for cleaner surfaces. With the form in place, create a material for the logo. Set your base color, add a touch of reflection, and tune roughness to control gloss. Extremely sharp reflections can look artificial, so a moderate roughness often reads better. Apply the material to the extrude. If your logo imported as separate spline parts, you can assign different materials to each part for multicolor designs. For lighting, add an area light above and slightly to the side, and enable soft shadows. This creates depth and pleasing highlights on the bevels. For a more natural look, add a sky with an HDR image and lower its intensity so it complements the key light rather than overpowering it. Finally, open your render settings. Choose a resolution like 1920 by 1080, pick a renderer, set your file format, and confirm a save location. When everything looks right in the viewport, render to the picture viewer and you're done.